Imagine it. You're a young man in the year 1941. The day is December 7th. Then you hear the news. The Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor. You see the pictures. You feel the pain. The next day, December 8th, 1941, the United States declares war on Japan. You know you need to help. You decide to enlist in the armed forces and you want to become a pilot. If you join the Army Air Corps or the Navy during World War II, you would most likely be training in the AT-6 Texan aircraft. Its maneuverability and similarity to World War II fighter planes, such as the P-51 Mustang and the P-47 Thunderbird, gave the AT-6 Texan an advantage to pilot candidates going into combat. The AT-6 Texan aircraft was a highly important tool in preparing pilots for combat in World War II. The AT-6 Texan took on several names depending on which military was using it. The United States Army Air Force called it the AT-6 Texan. The United States Navy called it the SNJ, and the Canadian Royal Air Force and the Fleet Army Service called it the Harvard. No matter what it was called, it was still known by all forces as the pilot maker. The AT-6 Texan is a twin-seat trainer, so that two pilots could sit in it, the student in the front and the instructor in the back. Each has its own set of controls. The AT-6 Texan was easy to handle and repair. It had an advantage for the pilots going into combat because it had so much maneuverability. It could roll, spin, loop, snap, and vertical roll. It was designed to train the pilots as best as possible with all types of techniques, like ground strafing to bombard and dogfighting. It contained handy equipment such as bomb racks, blind flying instrumentation, guns, standard cameras, and fixed and flexible guns. The AT-6 Texan prepared World War II pilots to fly fighter planes such as the P-51 Mustang and the P-47 Thunderbolt. These planes were key aircrafts in World War II combat. The P-51 Mustang was the first U.S. fighter aircraft that went over to Europe after the fall of France. The P-51 conquered basically every German plane it came in combat with. The P-47 Thunderbolt was first put into action with the 8th Air Force in 1943. On April 15, 1943, while piloting the Thunderbolt, Major Don Blakeshiel downed a German FW-90 aircraft. This was the first kill for the P-47 in the war. In the end, the T-6 Texan had maneuverability, and it was very similar to the World War II fighter planes, which made it an excellent training aircraft for the pilots in the military. The T-6 Texan aircraft was definitely an important tool in preparing pilots for combat in World War II.